璧に気配を消していたのに。完璧な忍び足だったのに。さすがはカムラの里でも。
Searching for should be somewhere in this cavern. She believes there is something interesting here. I need to see what it is. I could use Loki right now. He always had a nose for treasure hunts.
Russ, let's not waste time!
Which may allude to peaks or mountains. You? Can you read this to me?
Me? I can try. Elven runes are not something I can decipher with ease.
You'll fare better than I. That will have to do. Any mention of an ancient vault, a door, secret entrance maybe?
No, but I can make out this. See? Two great mountains to the north, the sun and moon above.
That's it?
Regrets, Asir. We are simple diggers, not experts of things writ long ago.
Not to worry. You've been a great help. The vault is located between two great mountains to the north. I should search there. Secrets I will uncover here. Drag marks, and blood was shed, but only a small amount. Were the victims still alive? Sigrun and Holstein. Whoever did this, I will see that there is a price to pay. The wounds in their chests, identical. And cauterized. I've seen nothing like it. It's unnatural. Whoever was here made it a point to occupy this space. More elven symbols. Whatever was in this wall sat undisturbed for many ages. Until now. Muspels leave ashen footprints like these. One set larger than the rest. Ace sought to enter this vault and unlock its secrets. But before she could do so, someone beat her to it. Prisoners among them, injured but very much alive. Dwarves were taken to the center of this chamber, where it appears that some sort of ritual was prepared. The orchestrator came for the ancient elven object built into the wall, possibly even used it in the ritual. Is that what led to the dwarves' deaths? The Muspels then left, taking the object with them. But the purpose of this ritual of theirs remains a mystery to me. That sigil, I think I glimpsed it before in A3 while I searched for Baldur. Perhaps I'll find some answers there. To dwell on the Ragnarok. When will the storm break? Tomorrow, or far in the future? I think the latter more likely. I have Loki imprisoned for whatever role he has played in Baldur's predicament. His son too is bound by my chains. And what of Surtur? The prophecies say he must play a part in the Ragnarok. But for now, he's merely the abductor of my child, not the bringer of the Twilight. Still, once Baldur is safe, I will return to Asgard and raise an army. Muspelheim must be conquered without mercy. Salakar. My helmet is rusty. Vessel of souls, I think. Is this the object from the vault? The culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels. The culprit was deciphering Elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful hookers. Secrecy about the culprit's affairs. Only she and Sutur are aware. Site, perhaps.
You're light on your feet, Asa. Following me now.
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I am following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Kalder, an adept in magic. Or Seidr, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seidr. At least not as I know it. He's using something called a Salakar. It is part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those. For now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mess yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the Salakar. Whatever it is, your father needs it. It may be the only leverage I have to get my son back.
Calder marked a place on the map surrounded by waters, just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value this Salakar holds. Calder may be nearby. This roof should give me a clear view.
Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with two others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were two of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Together, we will enact Suita's will. Who among you will hold that distinct honor?
Oh, there's plenty of stuff to kill back by that last camp.
Find the Celica! Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Killed in the northwest with Asa snapping at his heels. He hadn't made it far. No helpless rabbit. What signs can I find of this pursuit? How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. last to die. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They're headed west. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other, closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl, Asa. Your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun fools who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't. These were similar. I used to restrain someone. Ace's spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? Dead stack up. For these muspels, Ragnarok came early. There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wits stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed into a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she's his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Salakar, for Baldur's sake. Is this blood Ace's? Or is she still proving too much to handle? They paused here for a moment before continuing, most likely to re-secure Ace's bonds. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me, temporarily.
Baldur would not approve of my methods, of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they are young, pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being faultless. They made a turn here, toward the river. I hope I'm not too late. Asa.
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hooger. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Such a desperate need. Ishal Yasir could see you now. Shooter will be surprised when I present him. Shooter will be surprised when I present him with his own daughter's empty corpse. But I will make sure he knows the truth. I enjoy poking my blades into Baldur's flesh, seeing what was underneath. What purity! Full and true! The apple fell fast in his case. Is that your best? Come now, Harvey. Even your boy put up more of a fight.
Why is Suture collecting Hoogers? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Suter!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Suter will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Baldur, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
Find a suitable yacht. Perhaps if I listen to their chatter, some found wisdom will reveal itself.
I know you are hurt. Spirits broken. There is little I can say to mend these feelings. Yet I will.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it'll enjoy Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Sutinga. Malviga.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malvigar care about you two?
Brenner and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fiala and Gala. The ones who killed Sutinga's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Sutinga wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. Well, Suitender is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suitender didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malviga to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malviga's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. At our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance,
So, I bring you the cup, and then
we show you how to use it against Malviga.
it's a deal.
I know that you will this meeting.
This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Lum. Oh, whatever they're called. I should find a way inside. Ugh, looks like I'll be getting my touch wet. This wondrous cup of theirs. It should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
Hi, one! And I will not trouble you again. It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigar is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigar is at the dam to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Until next we meet.
There will be no next. You can be sure of that.
They remind me of when I once ruled the land with Frigg. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I, and the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vadir. Taking Freya as my bride, it helped end that strife, but it ended many other things too. What trickery is this? There's the dam. And this tempest. It is been.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, Eivor, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You, the one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat, will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So... Inflict a fate worse than death on us, or die trying. Nicely done! Impressive focus! Vidar tried something similar when he and I fought. I assume he learned it from you. You are the greater one. But this is not the right result. Do what you came here to do. Get on with it, blind one! End my misery! Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No. You do not. This is the old workshop that Ivaldi spoke of. I should check if he's already here. The entrance must be on the other side.
Oh, utterly useless.
Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
My Ymir. Is that a Salakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people that I've never heard of.
I never said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember the Children of Light or their stories. I do.
When Sutur invaded their lands, they begged me for aid. But the war with Vanir had only just ended and I was weary. Long after, I learned how Sutur devoured the elf's immortal light, hooker by hooker. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What hoogers does it hold?
Those of two warlords. One a Muspel, the other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalheim.
Allow me to introduce Asa, treasonous daughter of Sutur, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this. This something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide, but I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnarok comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me. Try looking near the largest karst south of here. Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Vangrin was once home to your rivals, Sindri and Broker. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two. I'll follow you once I've finished taking what I need.
shelter not far from here. So, this is where they hide. This must be the shelter Eivor spoke of. I should head inside. A word, my friend. Eivor requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Augur.
He's the master of this workshop.
Master? Nah, boy, he's chief when the masters ain't here.
Let's see. Which one is up there?
Asgard has abandoned us.
No, we are their dearest allies. They won't let us down.
Hello there. I bring word from Eivor.
What do I care? Go talk to the ganger.
Ganger.
Yeah, the chief. Name's Oakland.
Keep looking.
What do you want?
Eivor sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brokkr or Sindri.
They still breathe. Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you.
Not my business where he goes.
And Brokkr?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brokkr when he shows up.
Tell him Havi of Asgard was here.
Havi of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Eivor. He's at the old workshop ruins.
Giants. But who will save us from the High One?
3 times he stung me. 3! On the hand, then the neck, oh, then on the eyeball! A true master would ignore such trifles. Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel! A big one! An ogre can tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is...
Horseshit. Master Brokkr, I'm glad you've made it home. And your brother, did you find him?
Yeah. You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special meat?
Yeah, the special meat.
Sutunger's special meat.
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or two, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, Southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Eivor deal with the job I need done.
Now hold on, we didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? He was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
Asgard has abandoned us.
No, we are their
Is
dearest
it too
allies.
much to
Don't
ask
let
for
us
the
down.
decent tools around here?
The sweet scent of meat, fouled by the stench of muspelt and Jotnart. Holding him, I wonder. Now to find the door this key unlocks. This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they're not as light as they look. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri, and here, a bag of roasted acorns. What do we have here? The Muspels have a prison not far from here. Janshus, they call it. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloody, drunk as a fish, but alive. Most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jarnshus. That is where I should go next. This place reeks of misery, more than I would even wish upon Loki, no matter his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I'm not too late. Giants have no mercy. When I face them, I will show them none.
Eat it a little bit.
Here you meet.
Most of the dead have been roasted upon the flames. That other body over there. I hope it is not who I think it is. Reckless fool. All this was a mead. Oh well, it is done. I must return the body to Brooke. Dwarven hookers, even ones such as Sindri's, are of lesser value. Still, it can't be coincidence that Kelder sated the Salakar with the hookers of so many races. Muspel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else?
Is this Sindri? Noblest of dwarves?
Chance led to Sindri's capture, but the nature of his death, that was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarfs. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will.